Dueling Dialogues presents His and Hers with Grace Matthews, Caddyman, and Connor Murphy.
Welcome to episode 18 of His and Hers with Grace Matthews and the Caddyman in the heart of USA, Springfield, Missouri. Hi, you two.
Hello.
Hey.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Another week has gone by.
Yes. Did you have some nice summer weather?
We did, but now we got fall weather.
Oh.
Yeah, if you live in the Ozarks, you just wait an hour or two and the season will change.
That's right. Just wait till tomorrow. It'll be different.
We say 15 minutes here on Vancouver Island. Just wait 15 minutes.
There's a lot of similarity between here and there, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy, but we're all excited. We have kind of an upbeat show today.
Okay.
Kind of positive, and every now and then we need a little positiveness. Right?
A little humor.
Yeah, a little humor. It doesn't hurt, especially in an election year, right? We want to get away from the elections a little bit. So, the thought for the week is align your current self with your future self. I mean, if you have an idea about who you want to be in the future, start it today.
Okay.
Become that person now.
There you go. Well, what if my future self is not what I really desire?
Well, you're supposed to envision what you do desire.
Right.
Then you need to change your future self.
And today's the day to do that, right?
Yeah, that's where you better put those goals up there really high.
Yeah. You're like us, we got index cards all over the house. You know, we make these notes on little index cards.
Right.
And we put them everywhere. I mean, we don't hang them up, but they're sitting. And, there's some at the desk, there's some by the bed, there's some by where we watch TV, and some in the kitchen with recipes. I mean, we just sort of use them to lay an outline out for our lives. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
And it kind of works. And as we say every week, we're kind of bad at this. That's why we're doing this show. So you out there do not have to be as bad as us. And
learning is great.
Maybe not. You need index cards all over your house. I don't know.
Yeah, learning is great.
It is. And index cards work for us. So if you need them, use them.
Yeah, and change the colors.
Yeah, they got great colors.
They do have some great colors. They've got pink, blue, green, kind of a yellow, and orange, white. Of course, if you want your basic white, but hey.
Yeah. And sometimes you find a quote that you just really want to share, right?
Right.
And it really is not that pertinent to anything else we're talking about today, but I do see that I wrote it on the back of my card.
Oh, okay.
So I think I'll share it. Don't fear the enemy that attacks you, but the fake friend that hugs you.
Yeah, enemies will be fake, right?
Yeah. Be more worried about the the wolf in sheep's clothes, right?
Clothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I've always kind of had a crush on Kid Rock.
Did you?
It's just the ultimate bad boy. I kind of like the bad boys a little bit. At least my dad said that, but that's another story for another day.
Yeah, the show's not that long.
No, it's not. But Loretta, Lynn, and Kid Rock got married this weekend.
What?
Yeah, right.
Well, she's 88. He's 50-something.
Oh, my.
Longtime friends. But there is a story behind it, okay?
Oh, okay.
This weekend, Ernest, Loretta Lynn's 69-year-old son.
Oh, wow.
Renewed his vows with his longtime wife. It really didn't say how long they had been married, but so they got married, and she's very happy with her son for staying married so long. In fact, She says marriage isn't always easy. Heck, it's not even always pretty. But love holds you together and you push through the bad days to enjoy the good ones. I'm
good.
so proud of my son and his wife and wish them years of happiness. But then, right after that, things got crazy. And since there was a minister there, poor Kid Rock just got married.
Oh, no. Oh, too
They
funny.
get it annulled. That's what I want.
Well, it really wasn't legal. I guess they hadn't gone down to the courthouse, so
Okay.
I don't think anybody's going to hold them to it.
Right.
Right. How fun is that?
That is
I
fun.
mean, they said they always joke about it. That they're perfect for each other and that they should get married.
Right.
So they kind of did it. But
Cool. Do you guys ever have like mock weddings up there?
we do, but we've never actually been to one.
Yeah. See, for me, memories were way back when I was a kid. Almost every wedding had a mock wedding where the groomsmen and the men from the stag would dress up as women, and the women would dress up as the guys, and usually there was a pregnant bride and a shotgun father.
Oh, fun.
Wow.
Yeah.
They do get a little bored on the prairie, don't they?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's, I guess you're probably
My
right.
son was telling me about it, and it does take place around here. But in fact, David was telling me about it not too long ago, our middle son, and sounds like fun, actually.
Yeah.
Sounds like a drunken bash to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that too. Yeah. Yeah, usually the father that has the shotgun also has a jug of homebrew, and usually it's really homebrew.
Wow. And we know about home brew. It's pretty toxic. At least around here it is.
Yeah, around here.
The hillbillies, you know. In fact,
Yeah.
sometimes it will kill people around here.
Yeah, it gets a little
That's
out of
another
control
story for
around
another
here.
day. But okay, so what if you had a casserole that matched your zodiac sign?
Oh my.
Is there such a thing as a pizza casserole?
I
Oh.
don't know. Yeah, the very first one on here, Aries. That would be people like from the first, the end of March till the first part of April.
Man, I just missed
They
it.
got pizza pasta casserole.
Oh, man.
That sounds good.
Taurus, which is Connor, is one of the best. Grilled cheese and tomato soup bake.
That's a good one.
What's better than grilled cheese with tomato soup?
Yeah. Yeah, those
I mean,
two go
yeah,
hand in hand.
Yeah. Gemini is sweet and sour supper. Cancer, like our son Ian and our daughter-in-law, Juliana, is mom's mac and cheese casserole.
Ooh.
That works.
That
Leo has a good one. Frito pie.
Oh,
That's
I
those
love
August
Frito pie.
flavors. Yeah. Virgo is sausage lasagna.
Hey, anything with the
I've never
lasagna
had
got
sausage lasagna.
Yeah.
Well, that's really pork.
right.
Probably why.
They had turkey. I'm sure they had turkey.
Turkey sausage, yeah. Okay, Libra is roasted vegetable strata. Boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scorpio is quick tater tot bake. I would go for that.
Anything with
I like tater tots.
anything with a tater
You
or
know,
potato.
they're probably
would
not
be
good for you, but they taste good. Especially if you put a little chili on them. But, you know.
Well, I wonder what else is in them. Is it just
I don't
not
know.
tater
No,
tots in a
I don't have
casserole
the
dish?
recipe, but I guess you could look it up. Because, for example, mine is Sagittarius, sweet potato casserole. That's pretty easy. Capricorn has chicken pot pie.
Oh,
Oh.
that's a killer.
Aquarius is pan burritos. That's us
Oh.
February-ish people. Okay, Pisces, like Caddyman, is French toast casserole.
Yeah,
Oh.
you know, there is no such thing as a French toast casserole.
Well, apparently there is somewhere. We just don't know where.
Oh, French toast lasagna would be good.
Ooh, what would you layer with that? Bacon?
Jam?
Yeah, bacon or jam. Yeah, that
Peanut
would
butter?
work.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then some maple syrup, but that's me because I'm Canadian.
yeah, I like maple syrup.
We do. We like maple syrup down here.
So
Yeah, you're in the right area to be able to tap into that.
absolutely,
Right. Yes, we can.
for sure. So, how about bringing a little humor in your relationships?
Sure. Why not?
I mean, learn to laugh at yourself, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, every relationship has moments where one or both of the partners really screw up. You know?
And now he's
And
looking
that
at me.
is a voice of experience. So if you can laugh about it and make it be kind of funny, maybe that is much better than
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm sure we have listeners of all ages. So, relationships go in different stages. When you first meet somebody, you're kind of flirting and everything's romantic. And, it's like nothing goes wrong.
Right.
I mean, when you got chemistry and everything's in the beginning, nothing goes wrong. Believe me, later on, things start going wrong because life starts happening.
Yeah. Love is like a roller coaster.
It is. And so, if you learn very early on to bring humor in,
Right.
it helps. And statistically, and, the professionals agree, one of the best ways to have a healthy relationship is to have humor. And they say aggressive humor. Whatever
What?
aggressive humor is. I don't know. Does that means you just go in for a tackle and roll them in the living room floor?
Yes.
I don't know.
What's aggressive? Okay, so for dating couples, you can pretty much be assured that later on you're going to need that humor. So while you're dating and flirting, bring in the humor.
Right.
So you've already got it. So
Learn to laugh at yourself.
absolutely.
You have
There
to.
was, for sure. And the study that used 3,000 married couples from 5 different countries, that's not good, for both husband and wives were happier being part of a humorous couple,
Right.
So, and one of the best ways to resolve conflict is to be more lighthearted about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a lot of comedians out there that have, how can I say this? They're not very good looking, but they've got gorgeous wives.
Yeah, because they've brought humor into it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That could sort of be our assumption, right?
Right.
And it's also good for your heart, your actual heart rate, to do more laughing. I read a study, I don't know, sometime back that said that they actually had positive results on cures for cancer. Not that they were eliminating chemo and all of that. I don't want anybody to think that. But people that came home with their spouse and watched funny shows like Lucille Ball or Laurel and Hardy, they would actually watch hours and hours as they were, going through the bad stages of treatment, and the people that did this and laughed because of the chemicals that are released actually healed quicker, and the results were more long term.
Right.
So humor can be great for relationship, but it can also be great for our physical health and our heart health.
Yeah, I've got a couple TV shows that will help the listeners out there if they don't know what to watch when it comes to watching something that's going to make them laugh. So I have a few suggestions for later on, the end of the show.
Oh, good. That's good. And it's great. They even say, sex. If you incorporate laughing with sex, it just makes it easier. It takes the pressure off, and it sort of realigns the pressure.
Yeah, I'd
instead of results, you're laughing together with you.
I think timed laughter is better than, when someone disrobes and the laughter starts. That's probably not a good thing on the relationship.
That's
so well-timed humor.
Right.
Yeah.
And pointing laughter is probably not good.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. But it takes away that fear of being judged, and it's important to know that they're talking about laughing with you, not at you.
Right. That's true.
And that's pretty much what you're saying. Don't, laugh at somebody and make it like they're being judged.
Right.
But humor and sex, they say, are a great combination. Sounds good to me. I've never really thought about that.
I haven't either, but maybe.
But it makes sense, because when are two people more vulnerable?
Right.
Than at that sexual moment?
Right.
And what helps with vulnerability? Help you cope with it? Humor.
Exactly.
Love that idea. Love it.
Too. Humor is good in all aspects of life.
Absolutely.
So absolutely bring in the humor into your relationship. I think that's a great idea. Okay. The Caddy Man and I were talking about gifts the other day. Like anniversaries, birthdays, or you just want to do something nice. And, when you're young, you sort of need stuff, and it's kind of easy, right?
Right.
And then you get older and you don't really need stuff. You don't want more junk if you're not hoarders. And, but you still want to do something.
Right.
And sometimes you just don't want to, the things you want are just too pricey.
Right.
So, what about gifts that are attached to activities?
There you go.
Say you're going to binge watch Yellowstone on Saturday.
Right. Okay.
So maybe you buy Yellowstone t-shirts or a snack.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Sort of reminiscent of what the show's about.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe you get some buffalo and cook it. I don't know what you do.
Here in Canada, you put on your hockey jersey and you watch hockey.
Exactly. And you have certain things you eat. I know you've talked about making, different appetizers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Watch hockey. And so you could sort of incorporate some little gift, It doesn't have to be expensive, I even thought sometimes we like to do brain games. Shoot, sometimes at the dollar store you can even pick up little books if you don't want to do it on your computer.
Right.
If you want to kind of change things up.
It's very good for you, too.
Exactly.
Exercises the mind.
Well, yeah, we sort of sometimes, we don't really intend to make it a little competition, but
Oh, bull.
it sort of turns into that a little bit,
It ends up being competition, and guess who gets waxed?
But, maybe you have a special drink and you just buy the ingredients. Things do not have to be extravagant to be good and nice, but to, for example, buy a gift and say, okay, this is for your birthday. Okay,
Right.
That's nice. But if there's no activity also planned, it's kind of flat.
Right.
Because, be a doer. You'll be much happier.
Right.
It's like Caddyman says, move the coffee table. Because the coffee tables are great, but they don't do much.
Right.
So if you can move that coffee table and have a little space to dance, work out, meditate, or, lay in the middle of the floor, you're doing something.
Yeah, perfect.
So think about that. Okay, how to have a better relationship. That's what we're here for, right?
Right, exactly.
That's just it. Okay, when you say I love you, what do you mean? Well, it depends on what kind of person you are.
I guess.
Okay, you have those romantic people. Okay, that's about passion and sexual attraction.
Right.
And you have those people that are best friends. They have a fondness, a deep affection, but, they're not firecrackers, I guess.
And they have one Facebook account between the two of them.
Exactly. Very good friends, and you don't know who you're talking to on Facebook, but
yeah,
you're kind of okay with it because they don't really have much room for anybody else in their life anyway, so
exactly.
It's okay. Then there's those logical people. They have practical feelings based on shared values. That would be like financial goals and religion. Okay? Those people are way too logical for me.
Right.
I think that that's great, but we sort of have that mixed up thing going, where they used to say opposites attract and opposites are best. I don't even know if that's true anymore, but that's pretty much where we fall.
Yeah.
It's a lot more fun. I don't know if it's logical. Okay? Then you got playful people. They like to flirt and feel challenged all the time. They probably are also pretty competitive. Wouldn't you think?
Yeah, I would think so.
And then you've got that scary person. The possessive, jealous, and obsessed person.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. Everybody's had those, right?
Yeah.
At least once. And then you've got that person that I don't even think exists. That unselfish, nurturing, kind person that will sacrifice everything.
The nurse.
I think that's an illusion. But
yeah, that's fantasy.
So it depends. How you love depends on who you are, your personality.
Okay.
So, I don't know. I sort of see myself in between, be playful and romantic. I don't know.
I don't know.
Fall completely into one of those categories.
I don't think anybody fits one particular category.
And then when you get older, you start out in your 20s as a romantic.
Right.
And then by the time you've been together a while, maybe you become best friends. I pretty much know we'll never be logical. So I throw that one out. Playful? It can be playful. Unselfish at moments, but not completely. So, you might fall in and out like I do of different categories there.
Well, I think as life changes, you change.
Oh, well, for sure.
And so the categories will change.
Okay, one way to help things along, though, is to understand what makes your partner feel loved.
Right.
Oh, boy. That's a tough one. When you got to figure out another person, it's tough.
Yeah,
How do you
absolutely.
do that? I don't know. How do you do that?
Yeah, and I don't know. I think people are a little bit more complex than just, 5 different categories or whatever you read there.
Oh, I do too. I do too. But I also think that this is a great tip to try to learn and understand what makes your partner feel loved.
Right. Right.
If you're going to be in a committed relationship, you probably should understand it. You should understand the other person.
Right.
At least,
Well, it boils down, you should find out as much as you can the likes and dislikes of your partner.
But I think it goes with being present, paying attention.
It does.
Just like you should with everything in life. Basically, Sadhguru says what? Be present.
Yes.
Be in the moment. Don't be thinking about what you're going to say next while another person's talking. We talked about stop, look, and listen. When someone's talking to you, stop, look at them in the eye, and listen.
Right.
It's a good idea. Imagine all the things you could learn. It's just like Dr. Seuss says. Just imagine what you can learn.
Yeah.
Reignite romance. Okay? When it gets a little dull, reignite it. That means, those activities that you activate when you bring on romance are just like the reward center from drug addiction and alcohol addiction. It creates a pathway for dopamine. That's why sexual play is so important, especially for someone with addiction problems. Drug addiction, alcohol, and gambling, that's that same center that clicks in. So if you can change that, energy and focus to the relationship, romantic love, sex, even maybe some competition. That's another reason to have fun and humor. Dopamine, get addicted to something good, I guess. But sex, sex is the name of the game in this article.
Okay.
It's a good thing. And the average adult has sex how many times a year? How many do you think, Caddy Man?
I'm going to say, because I think the number is going to be lower than higher. I could be wrong, but I'm going to say 87 times.
Wow, that's pretty high. What do you think?
I think that I'm really far from normal.
Okay, so what do you think normal is?
Oh, I have no idea. I would say just a rough guess. I kind of like the Caddyman's guess. I'm going to say 75.
The average is 54.
Yeah, there you go.
That's for all age groups, okay?
Right.
You guys are close for people in their 20s and 30s. Okay, in their 40s, it goes to 60. It stays there until people get really old. Okay, and because there's more baby boomers right now that are getting older, but somewhere between 60 and 80 is a good idea.
Wow, there you go.
Love it.
I'm still pretty far from normal.
Under 30 are getting 112 times a year. I'm very jealous of that. But
yeah,
that's
those kids.
Yeah. So have more sex. Just do it. Make time for sex. Talk about sex. That's the prescription for this segment.
Okay.
Do it. Make more time for sex and talk about it. And sometimes talking about it can be as fun as doing it.
And then laugh.
Yeah.
Call it, mind games.
Yes.
So, there you have it.
Okay. So, back on my promise for some comedy shows to watch. I'm currently watching one right now that is really good. It's on Amazon. It's The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel.
I have heard it's good.
It is. She basically is a late 50s housewife with 2 kids that splits with her husband and goes into comedy. And at those times, comedy was much different. There was no females in comedy. But, yeah, really great, funny show. Lots of really funny, quick wit here and there. And basically from the start to finish, there is an hour's worth of good laughs. So highly recommend that one.
I think that might be our next one.
Yeah.
We might start that this weekend. It's Labor Day weekend, and the weather's going to be cool.
Perfect.
That's a great tip.
How many seasons? Is this the first season?
There's 3 seasons out.
So, that's perfect binger.
The perfect binger. And as soon as you said, laughing together, it kind of hit me right there. Another good one is Get Shorty on HBO and Epix. It's you remember the John Travolta movie?
Yeah, Get Shorty Small.
It's very similar to that, just kind of modernized and changed slightly. But it's very, very funny. Very funny show. Who stars in that one is Chris O'Dowd and Ray Romano.
Oh, I like Ray Romano.
Yeah. So that's a good one. And probably another funny one is the show called Dave. And it's just Dave. That's it. It's on FX, BBC, and HBO. Is that
like the movie, Dave? Like where he was president?
No. This is basically a guy that wants to be a rapper, and he's a white guy. So, yeah, it's a half-hour comedy. I think it's on Comedy Central as well, the comedy station. So, Dave, half-hour, quick watch, 22 minutes per episode, something like that. A lot of funny laughs. Because, you'd think that the guy couldn't rap, but he can actually rap. So, it's kind of, I thought, this is just going to be some white guy trying to be a black guy. And no, it's not at all. It's pretty funny. So.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, those are some great tips. Humor, humor, humor. Think that this week as we approach Labor Day weekend. Think happy thoughts.
Yeah.
And our affirmation, remember, we are messengers in love, happy, healthy, financially prosperous, great partners and parents. We are charitable, energetic, creative trendsetters that experience success every day.
Hear, hear.
Yeah.
And move that coffee table. You got 3 days. You don't have to do it if you want to do it every day, great. But at least 1 out of 3.
Try it this weekend. 3-day weekend. Absolutely.
Have some fun, laugh, dance, wrestle.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
Card games.
Make sure you laugh while you're doing it.
Yeah, make sure that you know where the coffee table is when the lights are out and you're sneaking to the fridge for a midnight snack because,
that's true.
Yeah, broken toes do happen. So.
And I will say, speaking of snack, please check out on YouTube, Caddyman 417. There's about 55 recipes.
Oh, wow.
All on tape. And the Caddyman, some of them are great for the Labor Day weekend.
Perfect.
And it's all free. So why not?
Yeah.
Why
Sounds
not? You
good.
might even laugh because he's kind of funny sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm messy.
He's messy. Yeah, I guess you have to.
I'm not a professional. I'm not a trained professional at this. Just remember that.
That's right.
Okay.
So we appreciate everyone that's listening. Our numbers are going up, and this is episode 14. So
this is 18.
Oh, 18.
Yeah, time flies, huh?
Time flies. And that's just what I was going to say. Tempest Fugit. Time flies, use it. Enjoy the week.
Okay. Take care, you two. Have a good week.
All right. Goodbye, all.
Thanks for listening, everyone.